Just started, okay. um, I'm thinking it might be like Friday the 13th, October 2011. There, I gotta have some left to do this. Dan actually enjoys my company a lot, so I think there's a fair deal of this that hasn't been spoken of, but every few days I get to do this. And nowadays, I put on the glowing white shirt because my body isn't as beautiful as it used to be. Bodies don't stay that way. Very few of you can pull it off, actually. Even, especially nowadays, we've got some people who've managed to keep their outer surface looking awesome. I'm just getting old. Yeah. I got a bunch of things I want to talk about. We're going to start with this one. Dubious.org. Well, I hope my touch is not necessarily golden touch. King Midas turned everything into death. Ooh. Everything I touch becomes gold. Ooh, even my daughter, my son. Anything he touched turned to gold. There's no value in that. One might call it the penalty of sin. Anyway, Epileptic Hold Books. Quite a name. We all get them somehow. Today she commented that picture that I like a lot. She looks like basically a pixie. And Anderson Cooper is a high-profile dude in my world, and plenty of enough others that he's a CNN anchor. But I referred him in my own thoughts as like Mercury or Hermes. You don't know what it means? Think Greek or think Roman. Ancient time. I'm a time wizard. I'm living a very fucked up life at the moment. It took me a long time to even know what I know. Time's my thing. Everybody's got their thing. That's mine. So there's a lot more than I'm going to share, but I am going to say that she popped up one of my videos. It was very, very short. It's a good thing I made a few short ones because that's how you lead in. I was proud of her for doing it, and I'm grateful too. Wrestlers that just came on the scene in a social situation that's already set up, you can't walk in and blast the place. They'd hate you. You gotta you gotta be just like a baby. You walk in, you just got born, and you figure things out, and eventually you grow, and then when you start blasting things, they understand why. Yeah. There's a lot to what I do, seriously. But the lead up, yeah. Perfect. You guys are awesome. Thank you. See if you get the job done. Not everybody does, but how the hell we get to where we're at? Hey? Hmm. I could extenuate on that one, but Daddy just informed me, and I was waiting for it. And what's next? Okay. Diane made me get a small one. It's easier to carry around. Spittoon. Ancient. I still carry one. Next up was bullying. Now, I got bullied. I know things from both ends, even with my own personal life. We could do a lot better than what we're doing, but those who are really in control of the economy, as they say, just don't give a flying fuck. This is fine the way it is. It's always been this way. We watch over you sheep, and there's a lot of things that like to take advantage of you. As long as they let us stay in control, we'll let them exist. You think Daddy's gonna do that? Now, in my book, because I know what I know about, how I feel, Daddy, you can't kill it all. Shit, he wouldn't even let us kill all the bugs. In fact, they'll outlast us. The sun will consume the earth eventually. Depends on whether or not you put an O or a U under there, but it will consume the earth. Either way. Guaranteed the SUN will. I don't know about the SU. So bullying gonna be a big problem. Except I will annihilate. I personally will not do it. It will happen. I've never killed. I kill bugs, unfortunately. They can really do you in. But I've never really had a fight with humans. Boom, boom. I got knocked out a couple of times. One shot, if they're a lot bigger than you, it only takes one shot. But in general, I avoid fights like the plague. If I know there's something there that's trying to brew, I ain't going there. Let it brew without me. Yeah. On my wall, it's a very, I'm a very happy camper with my wall for the most part. I took not really, but a lot of chaos. On the good side, everything's good. I had an infatuation. For what it's worth, because it ain't worth much, but it means something to me because I felt it. Leave me alone. Okay. I gotta do what you gotta do, I mentioned, and I better start thinking about shutting up, but I mentioned that I might have some clue about how to fix an economy, even without doing retribution, reflection back at you, but just keeping things the way they were. You'd have to go back to paying what you were, percentage-wise. The whole system was built percentage-wise, taxes and everything, that from the lowest worker to the highest worker, it was functional. And it was. And something happened where things keep going up, the value of work goes down. Yeah. Somebody mentioned you might want to raise the minimum wage or bring in more taxes and blah, 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 and all the goodies. And, no. You don't do that unless you have to. It's how it works, really. Henry Ford disagreed with that, but whatever. Love y'all.